So I'm going to call these videos Gyms Across the World because I'm going to be traveling a lot over the next year, and I'm going to be working out in some really funny international gyms. So here we are in Mexico, actually a little bit north of Puerto Vallarta and San Pancho, and we're going to go to the new gym down here and see what kind of equipment they have, see what kind of workouts we can make do with it, work out with some of the locals, maybe teach them a thing, maybe learn a few things from them. And so this is going to be less of an educational type video like most of the rest of my videos, and more of just interesting, fun to watch, learn about the world and what other gyms in other countries look like, because I have worked out in a lot of other countries and it is very different. And I know for me, I would like to see something like this, so I will share it with you. Issue number one is finding the gym. So good luck trying to find a gym in a town where, in most countries, very few people work out. So when you ask them where the gym is, they have no idea. And things are not usually marked and labeled as well as in the US. So, you know, trying to find something can be very difficult. And of course, there is no Google Maps or anything you can look up on your phone to tell you where anything is. Issue number two is once you do find the gym, you find out that it's closed, even though it's regular business hours, because in other countries, you know, things open and close when they feel like it, not necessarily according to like a 9-to-5 schedule. So this gym is a government building. The government for the community allows any business that has a community purpose to occupy this area for free. So really the only cost of running this gym is to just purchase the equipment and let it sit here. So I'm working out with Sergio today, and he wants to work on his back and biceps. So let's see what we can make do in this gym for back and biceps. We're also arching our back right here, because by doing that we're pulling our lats down low at the bottom of the range of motion and really stretching and contracting the lats. So shoulders go up, shoulders come down, and we're arching our back and really squeezing them together and contracting that mid-back also. No Mexican venue would be complete without a big-ass sound system. So it pays to be flexible when you work out in foreign gyms like this. So here's a weight that is not adjustable, right? It feels like it's about 80 pounds, maybe 100 pounds. So really all you can do is change the amount of reps you can do. So if you're very strong, you would do a lot of reps, and if you're not very strong, you'd do just a few reps. We started with pull-ups, and then we did these bent over rows, and then we used this Body by Jake cables machine to do basically a pullover to really hit the lats, really emphasizing the stretch and the contraction on this. I did about 5 sets per exercise, and every single set I vary my grip a little bit. So on the pullover like this, one set I might keep my arms a little bit closer, and the next set I might put them a little bit farther out from my body. Very hot and humid here in Mexico, so I'm working up quite a sweat already, only a third of the way through the workout. Next we did pull downs behind the neck. I'm leaning forward, but I'm trying to keep my back straight and actually arch it back, so I really get a good contraction on the mid-back, which is my weakest muscle, which I've been working on developing. Notice that my arms are not moving very much. It's all the shoulders moving up and down that's contracting the back muscles. That's because the hardest muscle for me to hit is that middle inner back, and this is really isolating that and taking the arms out of the equation. Here's a custom-built T-bar row machine. On this one, we varied our grip each time from close grip to wide grip for each set. And of course, no workout would be complete without a little bit of flexing for the camera. A tip about fitness photography and videography is to have the natural light coming from one direction, which is exactly what this posing spot had right here. Next we did bent over rear delt flies. Then we finish off with 3 different exercises for biceps. First, the barbell curl, where I'm keeping the bar right up against my body during the whole rep, so my elbows are coming backwards. This is hammer curls on the preacher bench, one arm at a time, back and forth, no rest. After the hammer curls, we did normal preacher curls with our palm facing up. And we finished off with cable concentration curls, really focusing on the contraction to the point where the bicep feels like it's gonna cramp. Thank you for joining us for the first episode of Gyms Around the World. Puerto Vallarta, Mexico, San Pancho. Thank you, Sergio, for showing us around. We're going to be hitting this gym some more times this week. Hope you enjoyed it. One tip for you before we close is if you're traveling and you're going to go to a gym in a tropical place, bringing lifting gloves is very helpful because the tropics and the moisture causes the bars to rust, which can cause rust flakes and cuts in the hand. So these gloves, I came prepared for that, and they were a godsend. They don't take up much weight in the luggage, so I'd recommend it. More international travel gym tips and more international gyms coming your way.